what advice would you give your younger self? What is that thing that you know now that you wish you would have known then, or somebody would have said, and would you have listened to it? It's the thing. That's the thing. What piece of advice? And drop it in the comments. I want to hear, or DM us if you shy.
What's good, peoples?
Welcome to the Hun Life Podcast,
where we have real, raw, authentic conversation as a millennial couple,
raising family, building legacy, and breaking the cycle.
It's time to heal our generation.
One conversation at a time.
1, 2, 3. What's good, peoples? Welcome back to the Hunt Life Podcast. Hunt here.
I'm Kiki.
What? You ain't even gonna do it?
Do what?
Hey, y'all. You out of line.
I don't got to come over here and say that every time.
Kind of, sort of do. That's your slogan. That's literally your slogan.
I don't feel appreciated.
Touche. Episode 55. The Kimbe Mutombo or Jason Williams.
Okay, now who is that?
Jason Williams, White Chocolate. Boy had
White Chocolate.
That was his nickname. Boys had handles for days.
Doing what?
Playing basketball. Like, nah, boys had handles for days. Like,
right, boys can't jump.
No, he couldn't jump, but he was a point guard.
Oh.
He had handles.
Interesting.
Yeah, and you know Mutombo. Finger wag.
Yeah, I knew that one. But the White Chocolate, I remember because that. Yeah, pretty cool.
Interesting fact: white chocolate is not even chocolate, bro.
That's true.
Like, white chocolate is not really chocolate. It's nothing but butter and cream.
Yeah.
But it's white chocolate. It's not.
It's not real. It's not cocoa.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Does it come from the cacao plant?
Is that how you say it?
Yeah, cacao.
Okay.
It's one of them.
Not one of them. Listen. What?
I thought you was gonna give your
how's the week
statement. Been? No, your whole statement. Like,
yeah. So listen. Here's my question. Because I was having a real reflective period, right? And I was talking. Don't worry about the backstory, right? But here's the thing. It got me thinking. I had a moment, and it made me think about my younger self, right? Like, I was talking on the phone with my best friend. She gonna see this and she gonna laugh, right? But we were talking, and we started to reminisce about the younger versions of ourselves, right? And I was like, man, after getting off the phone with her, I was like, what advice would I always like to go back and ask myself, what advice would you give your younger self? What is that thing that you know now that you wish you would have known then, or somebody would have said? And would you have listened to it? It's the thing, because a lot of us was hard head. Yeah. I mean, we thought we knew everything, especially like your early 20s. Like, I'm talking 19, 20, especially 21. Nobody tell you nothing. You was legally able to drink. You don't have to sneak no more. Like, goodness, we lost our minds. So that's the thing. What piece of advice? And drop it in the comments. I want to hear, or DM us if you shy. Like, what advice would you give yourself, early yourself, 20s, teens, whatever? Pick a time period where you was going through a child. What advice would you give yourself that you knew now? But
before we get into that, how was your previous week?
This week has been, I guess it's been chill a little bit. Kids went on a field trip. That was pretty cool. Maddox act accordingly. So, I mean, he touched stuff, but not as much. He didn't touch as much stuff, right? But it's been pretty like chill. I don't really have any complaints. Yeah. How was your week?
It was alright, ups and downs, but it was more so funny than anything.
Really?
Yeah, it was funny moments within it.
That's interesting. I'm thinking now, I'm like, well, what happened? Like, I wasn't here. Like,
with the snake in the backyard.
Oh yeah, we had that's what I'm saying. This week was just like weirdly interesting. And you know me, I always look for like, that's another story for another day. I'm always looking for the signs and symbols in everyday life. So I be like, what that mean? Because we only been there one day since I've been on the countdown since we seen you last. So he's like, 2 days in a row we haven't seen one. Like that was like we just be seeing them all the time. I was like, that was the first time. It was interesting. And I'm like,
and they were just
what does that
there.
mean? It was just sitting there. It was like what? So I was like, what that mean? Like what? I'm out. I'm weird like that. I be looking for like the symbolism in real life. I'm like, what does that mean? Because then it just disappeared. It just disappeared. So,
but that was funny because it's the meme shared between him and his friend.
Oh yeah,
like that was hilarious. So it's like stuff like that. That was hilarious, and then something sad happened, but then it was the memes that they were sharing with each other about the sad stuff that happened. So it's like these kids is wild.
They are
like they have a weird way of dealing with stuff.
And that's what that made me kind of reflect too. Like that's what like is. I think this is the perfect topic because it's been like a lot of weirdly reflective things that's been like happening this week. And today, the conversation with my best friend just brought it full circle. Yeah.
But besides that, I mean, everything else been cool. No complaints.
Yeah, it's been a pretty decent week.
Yeah.
God is good all the time. So, we're hopping to the topic.
Yeah, we can.
All right. So, let's see. Let's start off with, let's get that out the way. What is a piece of relationship advice that you would give your younger self? First, what age ranges we going back to?
I mean,
like what age was marked as like out here wilding and somebody needed to tap him on his
shoulder? What age you talking about? Say from we say 16 to like 20 something. like
he was on a run.
But he was like, with age, yeah. It's for a while.
Late teens into 20s, early to mid 20s. Got you.
Say yeah, nah. What piece of advice? My cousin told me then, like, don't be chasing after them hoes, bro. like,
I can't stand you in real life.
Like, yeah, dead ass. Because he had to come and get me. Not because I was like trapped or nothing. Nah. Somebody daddy was coming home and I had to hurry up and like run off on the plug. So it was like, bro, like I don't feel like walking all the way back there. You got to come and get me. And he was pissed.
I believe you. I would have been too.
He scolded me the whole entire ride back home. But I'm like, my nigga, like relax, like
then this hard head.
like relax.
Hard head. That's crazy.
Yeah, but besides that, I mean, shit, yeah, don't chase them hoes.
Oh,
I mean, because that's some logical advice. Because if I would have took that advice, then I wouldn't have been in the conundrum I was in at the beginning of our marriage. So, like, yeah, that's some positive advice that he was trying to give me, and I was just being hard headed about it. Like, bro, like,
so
I got this. Relax.
Oh.
like, yeah.
So the younger you didn't listen. Hard head.
Nah. I was finding myself at that moment.
I would say, people aren't meant to be forever. Like some relationships run their course and it's okay, but the ones that stick. That's the advice I would tell myself. Now, the best piece of advice that I did get was, and people probably have heard this, but I think maybe my grandmother that said it, like one of my aunties or something, and they was like, "You're lucky if you have two good friends, right? If you find yourself with two good friends, you always hold on to them. Like even if it's like one good friend, you hold on because they're hard to find, right? And so that's like a piece of advice I've always taken. If somebody watched this and be like, I told her that, okay, I'm sorry. Like, listen, y'all said a lot. But that was probably the best piece of advice. And I always really, really, really took that to heart because I'm a loner. And then on top of being a loner, I just don't vibe with everybody. I think but now I feel like it's protection for me that I don't vibe with everybody. Because it keeps me out of like just a lot of drama, keeps me out of a lot of stuff. But the whole like appreciate if you have one or two good friends, like you hold on to those people. That's probably like the best piece of advice. But I would also say like I would tell myself like it's okay to let people go. Like they do not. Everybody's not meant to be here your entire life.
Yeah.
Right.
That's true though.
And that's just me having to get over like attachment issues. I get attached to people. I get attached to talking to people. I get attached to the energy, the parts that they bring to my life. Like I get attached, and like when it's over, I take breakups hard. Whether it's a relationship breakup, friendship breakup, like I just take falling out with people real hard. Because you want it to last, and then it don't, and then I'm like that. And I feel like I was. Make it last forever. Listen, that was my stuff. Like I just felt like why ruin a good thing? Like, but like I do understand that like everybody can grow and as you evolve and you grow and you go through new experiences. Some people are really in your life for only a season and they were meant to teach you that lesson or that thing, and that's just what it was. And that was just overcoming like the attachment issues. Like it's okay.
It's a pretty good one.
Yeah, like that one was hard. And you know why it was hard? Because I remember my mom used to be like, you gonna grow older and you ain't gonna have no friends, right? Like, and I don't think she said it from like, well, she said it from a bitter place. But I mean, she said it from a hurtful place too. However, I think hurt people, right? And that was her experience with friendship. Like, y'all get older, y'all no longer friends, and like, so she it was almost
projecting.
Like she projected and wanted to scare me out of like having authentic friendships, right? Because it's like, what's the point? Y'all gonna fall out anyways, right? And it's like, you think y'all gonna be friends forever, y'all ain't. And I'm still friends with two of those people who she was like, y'all ain't gonna be friends forever, y'all gonna grow old. And I'm still like, they're my sisters, right? Like we together to end LinkedIn, right?
I met my best friend in the 7th grade.
Yeah, like I've been rocking since middle school with these people, and that's what's like. I think it was just a thing of hurt people, and you didn't know how to give advice outside of your pain. And that's the thing too, because people be out here giving advice out of pain, and you're like, you got to be careful taking that type of advice. I'm just saying.
And the 10th grade, my nigga Maul. So, well, yeah, but my friend's been locked in since middle school and high school. Like, when I made like maybe one other dude friend out of school, RIP JY, but besides that, like everybody kind of sort of went to school with me.
Yeah. Cause that's what, y'all getting out the dirt together, like literally, like you growing. So it's
playing high ball.
Yeah, 21. Like girl, it's nothing. It's like again, the best piece of advice was to find those friends, even if you got one or two that you good friends and you hold on to. That's the best piece. What about financially?
You're gonna make money, but what you do with it is what counts.
Oh, I like that. I kind of like that a little bit.
Yeah, because I mean, I ain't never been a stranger to making money. Like for real, it don't matter what I do, I'm gonna make money.
Yeah.
But it's about what I was doing with the money.
Yeah.
And I ain't talking about like hoarding it or nothing, but I'm talking about like spending it like wisely or putting into certain things to make it grow.
Yeah, I think it's the make it grow part because I don't think I've ever had like real bad money habits. But I think because I'm frugal for most stuff. Like, but I want what I want, right? Because I know I've always known my habits and where I like to splurge, and then like, but I'm always a saver, right? Like I always put some up and then spend some, and but I like don't make the money, let the money make you.
Yeah.
Don't let the money make you.
Cause
You make the money. Like it's like that whole you got to be able to, like you said, know what to do with the money. Like it's not always about save. Now I'm a saver, but now I'm like, okay, well, what about investing in money? Like the money that you save and you invest, but not
speaking of
overspending.
invest, I want to apologize to my dude Pete again. We should have put our money in Bitcoin when you said so, bro. Like, I wish I would have listened to him back when Bitcoin first was like, because he was on top of it at the beginning, but I didn't see the vision of cryptocurrency like back in
That's the piece of boy
2010,
trying to tell him.
2011. Like, I think that could have been like 11, 12. It was one of them, but he was like, bro, like, we got to get on this Bitcoin. It's supposed to go big in the
Wow.
future. And I didn't see the upside of it. I wasn't sure. So, like, yeah, we'd end up not doing it.
Could have been sitting on a nice little coin,
Yeah.
literally.
Because at that time, it was
Right.
like 0.005 or some stuff like that. And then it was just starting to climb, but it wasn't even like at $1 or whatever when he was talking about, like, let's put some money in up on it. Then I wish I would have put some money in on XRP because XRP then finally hit $2. And if I'd have bought XRP when it back was at like Dogecoin low, I would have had another good little chunk of change at this moment. Because I hit off of Dogecoin. I'm still waiting on Shinobi. I'm still waiting. You never know. Like like you just never know. We didn't think Doge was gonna hit.
Oh, yeah, we was getting that Doge when Doge was going good, baby. They had us going.
Yeah. Then I got screwed over because I was in on AMC, but they ended up screwing me over,
Now
so I
that one,
lost on
yeah,
AMC. But
yeah,
like, yeah, it's just like knowing what to do with the money.
yeah, investing. No, that's true. I think the work the worst piece of advice I got was don't use credit cards. Like, don't use credit. You buy everything cash if you can't afford it. My daddy was big on that. If you can't afford to pay for it cash, don't pay for it at all. And that's the worst piece of advice I feel like I've ever got.
Yeah.
Because you need credit. Like today, you need credit, and that was my best piece of advice. My Aunt Betty taught me how to care about my credit. Like she taught me how to build my credit, why to keep my credit in good standing. And even to this day, I do practices like to keep my, like, I do not play about my credit. Like, is that going on my that's always my answer. Like, or can we get it out? Like, she taught me to like take care of your credit. Like, make sure you're in good standing with it, use it, right? Like, because now you need credit for everything. Like, to have a house, you need credit just to get a light bill. Like, God dog it. Like, you need credit for everything. It's a credit ran world. And I feel like because that advice was given, it put me behind the eight ball because college, I wasn't getting credit cards. I was like, no, I was taught credit was bad,
Yep.
right? And it wasn't until I moved in with my aunt and she was like, no, credit's not bad. Like, take care of your credit. Like, this is how you do it. You want to have this type of credit score. Like, she introduced me to that. And so because I was already a saver, I started to learn like, oh, okay, like, let me make sure, my credit was good. So I was 20 years old with like a 600, that was good back then. Like, with a 600 credit score, like 620, 650 credit score. And so I could go get an apartment, little did I know, with very little down payment. Because I went from not having no credit to like building my credit and then taking care of the credit. And most of my adult life has been pretty decent credit. Till life started life, and then it is what it is. You got to fix it. But that was the best piece of advice that I ever got, and I would tell younger me to like, yeah, learn how to invest, learn. I've never been a big money person. Like, maybe because I feel like I've always kind of had money. Like, money has never been impressive of me because I grew up around it. But also, like, I come from like an environment where people can they use money to buy you, like your emotions, your feelings, like your love. So money has always been kind of like a turn off for me. Like I want to have it and I use it as such, but it's never been something that I care to always hold on to. Like I use it to like just live my life. It's not something I glorify. Um, but I would tell myself to learn how to invest it, like for my children, um, and to continue to like make sure you take care of it.
Yeah, because clearly I was destined to be making some big bread. So it was like I should have just took that advice and did that, or just take different advices like that.
I was good to take it. Like I wasn't as bad. I guess I would take advice when I was younger. Like if it made sense to me, I would take it.
Yeah, if it made sense to me, then
But
yeah, I would take the
I would
chance.
take
But I'm
it.
a weigh
But
my risk reward type person,
yeah,
so I didn't see cryptocurrency as the future.
yeah, you got to prove it to me. But
Yeah,
like I said,
because
like
even
this.
the tech world wasn't like on some crypto's the future. It was like a toss up. Like you had your some that's saying it's the future, some that's like it's just it's a pipe dream. We're not gonna go to digital currency.
Yeah.
So it was like because I always been in the tech world
Yeah, I met you on
from
technology.
the beginning. Like
Yeah.
because my cousin Eric, his father was in the tech world.
Mm.
So like he had me and his son in the tech world.
Yeah.
So I've been in the tech world since every bit of 10, 11, 12, like at a young age. He gave me some good advice and he was telling me he told me that it was stupid to go to school and get all these degrees when you can just go get your certificates and you can make the exact same money, if not more, by getting your certificates that you need. Because I forgot the name of it, but he was like, it was one specific certificate you need to be just getting entry level into the tech world, and then you can go up from there.
Yeah.
But he was like, it's not smart to go through school and spend all that money when you can just get your certificates and you be making the exact same money with less time.
Yeah. No, I think that's pretty good advice. I don't see nothing wrong with that because you can't like my sis Elena, her mom used to because like in like high school she used to be honest so bad, like middle school going into high school, like about what we wanted to do. Like I remember she was trying to get us to be like mathematicians because she was like they make a lot of money and they don't do nothing, right? Like it was like, but neither one of us was good in math. Like that's not gonna work. And she was like, find a job that's gonna pay you a lot without having to do a lot of work, right?
I wish I could have been a scientist, bro.
Yeah,
Because they don't
they be
do
playing.
shit. They be
Like,
playing
they be
around.
playing.
Like you could tell
No
me
disrespect
I
to the
could get
scientists.
paid off of a hypothesis. Like
Just education, just guessing, just out here just guessing. No, that's true though. And then like, oh, her too. Like she was like, our money ain't good money. Like money is not worth your mental health. Like, baby, you could just our money ain't good money. Baby. She said that.
think about Sir Isaac Newton. Like nobody never proved that gravity is a real thing. But it's never been proven. It's always was a hypothesis.
Yeah.
It never was proven though, because there's no way that you can prove that gravity is real or not unless you go to space. But because we ain't never been to space, how are you gonna prove that gravity is real or not?
Woo.
So like a scientist, like
wow.
yeah, because he got hit upside the head with an apple. He like gravity. No, you was under the tree, and guess what happened? No, it was time to harvest that tree. Like
That was time to harvest that tree. Listen. Okay. What about confidence? Like self-worth, self-esteem.
I never had self-esteem issues.
Well, we all ain't able, Mark Anthony. Listen.
Confidence, all right. Well,
Or
I can give you one.
boundaries.
I can give you one for confidence.
Just self-worth.
I can give you one for confidence. Don't be scared to wear your glasses. Well, because that was one thing I'll say that was like one of my issues back in like we'll say middle school, high school. Mm-hmm. even like earlier than that, like maybe the third, fourth, fifth grade, somewhere around in that, but during the school era type shit. I preferred to wear contacts over my glasses, but it's like it don't make a difference.
Yeah. Wear your glasses. I know that's right.
It's no use to you
First of
putting
all,
a
you
strain
need
on your
them.
eye.
Yeah.
No, well, because I'm saying because I wore contacts. So it's no use to putting a strain on your eyes with the contacts and all the extra stuff that goes on with the contacts when you can just wear your glasses and not have to worry about it.
Yeah.
But far as like a confidence wise, nah, I never really had confident issues. Even when I was like a little chubby back in my days, it was never really a confidence thing. Like, I never struggled with that.
Okay. You like boundaries. Or like a mental talk. Or like something mentally that you might just like.
Um,
You just like that. I got one for like self worth. And it's again, I went through a lot of trials and tribulations. I have to first say that. But it's you don't have to. I would tell my younger self that you don't have to work to be loved. Like you don't have to give more of yourself or prove to people that you deserve to be loved and you're worthy of it. Because a lot of my life, I felt like I always had to prove people why they should love me.
yeah.
Or like, and a lot of the times it made me stay longer in situations, take more from situations than I probably should have. Um, because I felt like I didn't want to give up on the person because like I want to prove that I'm worthy of you loving me, right? Like if you love me, it'll be worth it. And now me sitting at 33 going on 34, I'm like, girl, damn it. If they don't see that you're worthy because you're just a dope human being, like you're genuine, like you love hard, like you give a lot anyways, like you if they can't see that as a plus, then they don't deserve it. But you don't have to like work hard and bend over backwards to prove that they should love you.
Mine's are going to embrace my inner nerd. Don't be so shy. I guess because it's more so because of the era that we grew up in.
Yeah.
Like it was like, black community stuff. Like
Yeah, it
nobody
cool.
likes a nerd.
Yeah.
Like yeah, so
That's
that's
true.
more so what it was. Like so and but that kind of sort of stems with don't being afraid to like wear my glasses because that was the beginning of
Tied
the
to it.
whole everybody was like, oh, nerd ass nigga, because I
Yeah.
had glasses. It wasn't because I was smart, it was just because I had glasses. Like
I get that.
but it was that whole like embracing the whole like bro, like in general, like I'm a smart human being, so it's like, yeah, more so instead of like hiding my nerdish ways
Yeah.
and actually embrace them. But besides that, like confidence now.
Well, we went there. Listen, Mark, I scared of you. Um,
That's what our kids get it from. Like,
man,
like,
he ain't lying. Oh, baby, I be like, let me bust your bubble. Like,
yeah, that's where they get it
they be
from.
too
Like,
much confidence. I be like, somebody got to humble you, and I guess it's just gonna have to be me because, baby, this is getting ridiculous around here. Okay, you can't tell them they can't do something. I love it, but at the same time, it be a bit too much sometimes. I be like, oh, right, you loud and wrong. Okay, you gotta come down off of that. Um, I don't know. What about health wise? Any health things that you would tell yourself younger, or any advice you wish you would have took younger about your health or habits
I was about to say
or
advice
habits?
about health and because we come from big people, so like they couldn't give me no health advice. What I wouldn't have did was if I could go back in time and tell myself something not to eat, it'd have been during our first pregnancy run, and you made me go get all them
Here we
nuggets,
go.
and I still ate them greasy ass nuggets, even though that you said they greasy, but I didn't want to waste my money, so I ate them bad boys.
Baby, he was throwing
McDonald's,
up.
like yeah, like I wouldn't
He
have
was out of there. Right.
McDonald's, and probably like all the heavy drinking back when I was younger. Like yeah, you didn't have to drink so heavy. You could have drunk in moderation.
Listen. Oh, I listen. Yeah, it's that. Oh, I ain't never been so upset and frustrated with somebody all my life. Because here's the thing: it's one thing if you just a drinker, and like Mark used to drink as he was in the corner throwing up all night, and he used to have this one corner right in that bedroom that we lived in our first apartment together. But I tell y'all, the damn carpet was so faded from how many times we had to clean that one. It was the same freaking spot every time because he stayed down the street. That's when all of us was staying like down the street from each other. So his friends was over all the time. And him and his best friend got daggone Shawayne. Peter, listen, them two used to get, I mean, early in the morning. It
like
used to be like
all day
this
long,
from like
like
7, 8 a.m. to all day. And then by nighttime, he's in the corner throwing it. So it's like you can't even hold your liquor,
but
bro.
I'm
Like,
not
what
like
is
pissy drunk,
this?
but like I ain't a peed on myself.
That's what I'm saying. But you throwing up in my corner, he can't even make it to the bathroom. That you, ooh,
Cause what?
it was a trial, baby.
And
Because I was like, you
everybody
can't even
picked on
hold
me.
your liquor. Like, this is
It was that it
ridiculous.
wasn't I couldn't hold my liquor. I was holding a lot of liquor. Like, bro, that was that one good time that you talking about. It was the
No.
New Year's
Here we
Eve
go. That
weekend,
was
and
not
like
it.
we drunk like me and Pete drunk like 2-3 bottles that day. Like,
No. Yeah, I'm telling you, it is boy, we was not I was gonna go back to myself, y'all ain't got no business staying 5 minutes. I mean, when I tell you we were in walking distance of each other, we were 5 minutes away from each other. Like it was we had no business staying that close to each other. It was crazy work. It
we
was
was getting
unhealthy.
sloppy, like
Unhealthy. Absolutely
sloppy.
stressful. It was stressing me out.
Like
Okay.
we both was sloppy that New Year's Day, but you was much more sober than me, so you had to drive home, but you couldn't drive good, so you was on the
Cause I wasn't
curb.
no driver. Yeah. He kept telling me to get off the curb, messing up his rims. But man,
Like,
listen, you don't have room to talk right now, sir. I'm intoxicated trying to get us home because you can't. Like, just hush. We got to make it without getting caught on this road. Okay, we both going to jail. Like,
messing with my African partner Eric, he had me up on that. We was sitting there drinking that taco.
baby, listen. I still can't look at a bottle of taco today. Like, do you know how we was? Obviously, I was talking about that with Laney. Baby, it's some bottles that you look at and just make you gag on reflex. You just be like, ain't no way, baby. I don't take it away. just,
My
just take it
first
away.
time getting that sloppy drunk and was like throwing up like bad. That was
I've
I
never been a thrower
think I could have
person.
been like maybe 16,
Mm-mm.
17. This when my cousin Tara first got into TSU and she had her apartment. And me and Eric went over there for the weekend to go hang out. We partied and everything. And it was like, they got me to drink some 2020.
Mm-hmm. See, we
And it
have
was
been
the
drinking.
big bottle. And I drank that whole entire big bottle on my own.
Mm-hmm. True.
Sloppy. Another time, I think that could have been that was because this one me and Jay, while I was partying heavy every weekend because we was out here in the West because he had all the white partners, so we was out here in the West. We hitting up all the white college
Listen, when I met
parties,
Mark, that
doing keg
man,
headstands and everything. And that's when Four Locos just came out.
I was just gonna say, baby, him and that man was on Four
And
Loko
me
so
and that boy
hard.
was on
It's
Four
like,
Locos tough. We too
Every time I
deep.
saw Mark, I promise y'all, he had a Four Loko in his hand. I used to be like, "What is wrong with you?" Like,
Four
nigga, it's
Loko.
the middle of the week. Like, it's like,
You
I
gotta
need
go
y'all
to work tomorrow. Like,
I'm trying to get y'all to understand what I'm saying. Like, it's the middle. It's not like no weekend. It's the middle of the week. Like, it's
Four
what are you
Locos
doing?
and 2 cigarettes. Like, two
Every
longs. You had to
every
have a
time I saw
long.
him, it was crazy. Like,
Because I had 2 longs, one on each ear. Like,
wilding. Okay, absolutely wilding. That is crazy. But I've never been a throw up person. But by the time as I got older, that started being a thing, and I was like, oh, absolutely not. If I was doing this when I was younger, I wouldn't have been a drinker. I was a drinker because I've been drinking since I was probably like 10, like 12. Like me and my friend, she know, like me and Lena was, we had an open bar in our house. Listen, we've been doing it. And like, my first time doing MD was with my Aunt Connie. We was like, it was the blueberry kind too. It was like
strawberry kiwi.
it was the blue kind.
Disgusting.
No,
Cisco.
Cisco. Now we used to sneak the talk. And my first taste of tequila, my daddy gave me my first shot of tequila, the brown kind too. Like, but hold my throat up. But I liked it, and I've been drinking tequila ever since. But I I would have told myself to slow down, but I didn't see a problem back
Yeah, I didn't see a
then.
problem with it. Like,
But I would have told myself, like, because I knew why I was drinking so much. It's just it was a coping thing. But that's what I'm saying. I wouldn't have listened back then anyways. I would have probably told myself, "Girl, shut up." Like, just shush. All right, mind your business.
we was drinking a lot because, like, bro, we like 18 years old. We making thousands of dollars every single 2 weeks, having fun, like just BS and like, and it wasn't just me. Like all of us
It
was
was
making thousands of
everybody.
dollars. We staying on West Timer,
Yeah.
so we in the middle of every single thing. Like we was on.
You got to think about it. We was millennials. Is like that's you went to work drunk.
Yeah.
It was like party, go to work, you do it all over again. Like you just took naps in between times, especially them early. It
I'm
was a
talking about this back in
time.
the sour diesel days.
Listen, that time
You had to
party,
be there.
business
Like
up. What was it? Party up top, business at the bottom. Like you just, we was just wild. It was a time to be alive. Okay, nothing was the same. Let's see. Okay, what about a parenting or marriage advice that you wish you could have gave, or like marriage, relationship, whatever, or parenting advice you wish? Because we had kids, I had kids, really young, but
I mean, just be
at
there
that
for your
age.
kids. Like it's always like that's why I don't really just had like nothing about that because I mean it was more so I knew for a fact that I wanted to be there for my kids because I grew up around a bunch of us where we didn't have our fathers in our lives, so I knew for a fact I always wanted to be within my kids' life.
Yeah.
So I mean, it's always that was that whole main thing is just being there for my kids.
Interesting. Um.
Oh, because I still don't go back up on the whole they're not playing football, so
Ooh.
nothing. Because everybody was like, "Yeah, you gonna have your kids playing football?" I'm like, no, they're not. I always said they wasn't.
Any parenting advice that you got that you that you did take or you didn't take?
I didn't get parenting advice.
Ooh, child. Work is rough, good lord. Whew. Well, I did I get parenting advice? The only parenting advice I feel like I got was don't bring no babies in my house early, and
Oh,
I
well
did
then, if that's
that.
parenting advice,
Like
then yeah, I
I
got
did
that.
that, like because the girl what my mama didn't play that, but now I don't think I'm trying to think. Because if I did get parenting advice, it most likely came from my Aunt Connie because she was there when I had Santana. She talked me off the ledge when I was having a tough time, like just realizing I was mine. And it probably would have came from her, but and she told me to trust my gut. That's what she told me because she always says that to me. She's like, trust your gut. Like you got it, right? And I think I took that advice. I still take that advice to this day. Like because of my upbringing and because of how I grew up and because of my childhood, I feel like I didn't get a whole lot of advice. People always expected me to just do stuff. Like I I always felt like she got it. Like she'll figure it out, right? But I spent most of my a nervous wreck, right? Because I was still a kid trying to figure out life. But that was, I think, a piece of advice that I needed at the time. And I took that, like, and I still do that to this day, follow my gut. But I feel like I would Google almost raised Santana for the first couple years. Google was my best friend. Okay. Because I didn't have a mom to teach me how to be a mom. I had to figure that out on my own.
Yeah, my father wasn't around, so I had to learn how to be a father on my own. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
So I think that piece of advice from her to just like trust my gut, like I got it, is something that I took, and that was probably the best piece of advice. And if I had to go back and tell me at that time, I would say, oh, I know a good piece of advice that we did get that somebody told us enjoy like the first, what was it, the first year or the first
Oh
two
yeah, the
years.
first
It
couple of
was
years
a
of their
random
life.
guy that like saw us and he was like, enjoy like the first few years of their life because they go quick.
Yeah, they only gonna be babies for a little bit.
Yeah,
The
like
shortest, they gonna be babies the shortest time out
yeah,
of everything.
yeah, like it was just a random guy. He saw us and he gave us that advice. And I would say like be take it a day at a time.
Yeah.
Like give yourself grace because you new with this. Like so, like, cause I beat myself up a lot. Like I always wondering if I'm like doing it right, if I'm being the best mom, if I'm doing all the things, and especially early on, even now still, but early on especially. And it's like take it a day at a time. Like you figuring it out. Like, but like Mike kind of said, you got it. Um, so yeah, I think marriage wise or like relationship wise, I would say be patient.
Yeah.
And I know, girl, I would need like be patient. That's probably like my top one. Be patient and listen to understand. Right, like that's probably what I would tell myself going into it. Um, talk about it now. Don't hold it till later.
Mm-hmm.
Say it now and say it with love. Like say it with love and say it now. Because that's definitely advice to younger. You got to calm down just a little bit, right?
Yeah.
um,
Last one.
last one. Do you want to do the worst piece of advice that you've ever
Yeah.
gotten? Okay, we can do the. So you give me the worst piece of advice you've ever gotten, and then the what's the bit? What is the ultimate thing that you would tell that 16 to early mid 20s mark?
Worst piece of advice I ever got was happy wife, happy life.
I
That's the
agree with that.
worst piece of advice
I knew
that
he was.
anybody could give you.
I knew he was gonna go
Like,
there.
cause it is, because it's that advice makes it sound like that you as a man don't deserve to be happy or to like enjoy what's going on in your life and the family that you chose to make.
I agree with that.
Everything ain't about her being happy.
Yeah.
Cause it's like that's why a bunch of their asses is not in relationships now and they not married no more. They 3-4 times married over and stuff like that, and they still can't get it right
Yeah.
because they're going off of this happy wife, happy life thing. And some of the time it's not about her being happy. Some of the time is she just gotta like understand the route that we taking, and we're gonna get there. Once we get there, then we can enjoy it.
Yeah.
But that whole happy wife, happy life stuff, nah, bro. You
I
get
agree with that.
like,
I think everybody should be happy. Like
cause you got to
everybody
think
should be
about it.
fulfilled, but the whole relationship is not always gonna be like
Like,
happy.
yeah, shits and
And like
giggles, yeah.
sometimes you gotta be able to tell her no. Like you gotta tell me no because I get a little ahead of myself sometimes. So like you gotta be able to like now we're not gonna do that, right?
Yeah,
You're
because
the
you got.
leader.
I mean,
You gotta lead.
perfect example. You ready? Ike and Tina Turner.
Don't start that.
Tina Turner made all her best hits when she wasn't happy.
Ooh, there's some fighting words.
Clearly, that's what he was doing, and he got the best out of her.
Yo!
He got the best out of her.
Simply the best.
Who else was that?
Better than all the rest.
Dr. Dre woman.
Michelet?
Yeah, the
Right.
best hit she ever had, literally and figuratively. But nah, I
I can't
mean,
stand you. Oh my god.
cause like if you go by happy wife, happy life, then you ain't gonna be no. You just you like James. He too busy
We
was trying to
ain't finna
make
do
sure that
that.
Florida was so happy all the time that what they did, they stayed in the hood.
That's
He
another.
had unalived himself so because he worked so hard to
If
try
you
to
don't
get them
stop
there.
that, like that man finally had made it out. Then
Couldn't even enjoy the fruits of his labor because of all the hard work he been doing and that slave food that she was feeding him. It's a Tuesday. She in there making hog mogs and greens and everything in there. They just was. Daddy got high blood pressure. I know what he want. Let's go make him some hog
oh no,
mogs.
that's
Like
nigga.
what? Like no, he doesn't need that.
That's another episode for another day because we're gonna stop this. We got to end to this. That's the next episode. Don't you worry about it.
And if I could go back and tell myself anything, it'll be listen because you don't know.
Mm.
Because yeah, you don't know. Even though I know you're not gonna listen, still listen because you don't know. Because there's been opportunities that I'd have passed up on because I didn't listen.
Yeah.
But I didn't listen because I didn't know.
Yeah.
So like it goes hand in hand. You gotta some of the time you gotta listen, weigh your pros and your cons, do a little bit more research, and then proceed from there. Because
Maybe you
I
would have listened to that. Maybe somebody would have said it to you like that.
yeah
Maybe you would have listened.
yeah maybe
That is
maybe like
oh
nah,
my
because I mean at that
god.
age when I was younger, excuse me, when I was younger, I mean I had a chip on my shoulder. I'm a young man out here. Like I feel like that I taught myself a lot because I didn't have my father in my life, and I had father issues and more so that whole like taking orders from people. Like I had them issues too because
Yeah.
I didn't have a father in my life. So like that's why I feel like that I wouldn't have listened to most of the advice that was given to me because it's like you can't tell me nothing for what. Like I understand where it comes from now. I get it. Like yeah, I get it, and I'm aware of there was an issue and that was a problem. But that's also why I talk to my kids and I talk to them and I let them know about the different things that they need to know because that can cripple a man.
Yeah.
So that goes all into play with being in your kids' life and making sure that you like guiding your sons, especially your sons. You got to guide your sons to be the best men that they can. Because if you don't guide your son, the streets gonna guide your son.
That's a fact. Listen.
I was just one of the lucky ones that didn't fall victim to the streets. But it was opportunities that I could. So
Yeah.
only reason why I didn't because I was scared. Like,
That was scary.
yeah, I was scared. I wasn't trying to go to jail. Like I remember that movie that they used to show all of us.
Man, what was the name of that movie?
I forgot, but yeah.
Baby, I think everybody seen that movie. If you a millennial, you know that prison movie that they showed you and had you scared to death to go to jail. For some of it, it's work. For some of y'all, I don't know what happened. But I cannot remember the name of that movie. And they showed that scene with that dude being great. Oh my God. Took me out. I was like, oh, to this day, I'm like, girl, I'm not, who? Not me. Like,
So what about you?
um, the worst piece of advice I think I have ever had was to do what you got to do to make yourself happy. Because I don't think happiness is a realistic place. I think it's more so do what you have to do for yourself to find peace. Like make your world your peace, right? Like put the things and the people in your world to make your life peaceful because life is already gonna do what life gonna do. So happiness is like a temporary. Like I got my Cardi B tickets, baby. I'm happy. Okay, I'm happy. I'm over the moon. I'm thrilled. But something can happen in 2 seconds, and now I'm upset, and I forgot about them tickets. Like, so that's what I'm saying. Happiness is not. It's a temporary place to be, but peace can be permanent. Like even with chaos going around you, you could still find a sense of peace. And so I think that's probably the word, like, because that was instilled in us, be independent, right? That crap was, we know that was like the whole independent thing was downright sabotage. That was sabotage. Okay, everybody who's still going by being independent is single, lonely, and bitter.
They is what they are.
Listen, independent. No, that was a bad piece of advice. And then, like, yeah, chasing happiness. Those two things that they told us together was sabotage. That was meant for you to be a failure in life. Or a baby mama, but I digress. I mean, like, cause things do happen, but because you were chasing happiness, that's that temporary feeling, and you went off a temporary feeling and got a permanent result. That's all I'm saying. I'm gonna leave that there.
It's America. You got the right to pursue happiness. It said it in the Declaration of Independence.
Yeah, but know what you're pursuing. Like what does that permanent? You don't want happiness, you want peace. Because peace is a form of happiness. It's the ultimate form of it. Like to have a peaceful life, most people don't want to talk about peace because they haven't experienced it. They haven't had it. And so they don't know what it is. They can't phantom it. And happiness is the only thing they can phantom because they've had peaks of that. Right? We all have peaks of happiness. So you can't see past the happiness. But when you finally get that little sense of peace, like you will do whatever you got to do to protect that peace. Like everything got to go. And like I think if I could tell my early 20s self, I would probably, my advice to her is to enjoy the simplicity of life right now.
Yeah.
Because back then I just felt like life was so hard, and like, cause like you said, we're young. Everybody felt like they had something to prove. You had to, like, I was a planner, so I wanted to be like this by 25, this by 30. So I was on goals. Partly because I didn't have like an actual parent who was gonna keep me on track, so I had to be my own parent. So in result, I was hard on myself a lot. So I don't feel like I enjoyed my 20s. Don't get me wrong. I had a blast, but I feel like I never really was present in it. And I didn't understand like that's the simplest life is ever going to be for you. Like I think if you're in your 20s and you happen to be watching this, please understand your 20s is the most simplest time that it will ever be for you. Because the world is literally your oyster. It's at your feet. It's so much that you're learning. It's so much that you don't know. It's so much that you're going to go through. It's so much that you're going to like experience. That's the most simplest part of life. And so I would say enjoy the simplicity of your life right now.
With that being said, I'm Hunt.
I'm Kiki.
This is the Hunt Life Podcast. Hunt Life.
Live dreams. Bye, y'all. And make sure y'all like, subscribe, and share this out to a friend.
What's good, people? Before y'all leave, don't forget to like, share, and comment. Oh, and follow us at
Hunt Life the podcast on Instagram, TikTok, and here on YouTube. Please hit the subscribe button. You can also find me at I'm the Key on Instagram, and you can follow us on Hunt Life Code on Instagram and TikTok.
and you can find me on Mr. Hunt Bubbles on everywhere. Mr. Hunt Bubbles on everything, and also Hunt Files. And don't forget, if you got any comments or any statements or anything that you want to leave us, you can always find us up on Instagram and Hunt Life the podcast. Have a great day, y'all.
Bye, y'all.
Hunt Life, live dreams.